Team Netherlands versus Team Japan, Stockholm Challenge. It is a friendly match in preparation for Stockholm World Team Championship. 8 players for each team. Netherlands has already won the match. 5 wins versus 2 wins. This is the last match. Michi versus Rolf Schroeder. Matches are played at 11 points. So let's watch this nice match. Michi plays bottom with black checkers, and Rolf plays top with white checkers. 11-point match, 22 minutes, 2 minutes per point. Probably they play without pip count. I think so. One makes 5 points. For one, not a good roll. Maybe has to hit on the 3-point. This is a bit inflexible, but it is correct. Michi hits back, preventing Rolf's cube. Now Michi is ahead in the race, but he has a very inflexible position. Double deuce is very good roll. Now Michi is thinking about doubling, but I don't think he can double. I think it is too early. Rolf's luck is a bit frightening. Two 6 is a very good roll. Makes the 17-point. Three 2 can hit. It's a bit dangerous. Maybe I would play the 13-8, the safe move. Rolf has a good inner board, so it was a bit risky to hit loose. 26 pips ahead in the race for Michi, but 3-2 is not a good roll. Six 1 is very passive, so Michi tries to slot the important 5-point. 6-3, I think can hit and cover the 5-point. or this one I hadn't seen it. And now is it possible to double? One checker on the bar. Michi has a double shot. He's ahead in the race by 32 pips. But Rolf's inner board is very strong. I think there are a lot of market losers. Michi doesn't double. Not sure. Maybe I would have doubled. I would make, yes, the 11 point now. I like the 11 point. But it was not the correct choice. "48 pips ahead in the race." I think I would double. But it is a bit risky. Michi's race advantage is huge, but 6-2 he safeties both blots. And Rolf dances. Now I think it is a clear double, and I thought it was a drop. By 4 is not a very good roll. And it was not, it was a drop. Rolf is surprised that they got 2 minutes per point. So maybe they have pip count. He says that he typically play only speed gammon, so he's falling asleep. Michi, as usual, is not a very fast player, but he plays wonderful backgammon. Michi leaves a shot, but Rolf misses. I don't think Mitch has a lot of gammons. But this 3-2 is not good at all. Neither is 4-1. Six one is better. And now he needs 4-2 is a gammon. 4-0 for Michi. And it seems that Michi missed a cube 2 times, so he's playing at 7.7, not a normal PR for him. Rolf is playing at 13. I would make the 5 point for sure. No, I think 5 point is clearly better. Not sure I would not have cubed, but double one for Mitch is really very strong. Mitch is lost the 9 point, but Rolf hits. And now I think it is a double. Not sure if it is a take. Probably I would drop this, but Michi has some attacking chances on Rolf Struggler, but 3 checkers behind the prime. I think I would drop. Mitch drops, but it is a blunder. Five one, maybe 23-18 and 9-8. Six three can hit. Not sure. Maybe I would have played 24-21. Double deuce, very good roll for Rolf. Too many blots. I would hit on the 5 point. But Michi hits back. Not sure. I would have made the Michi's bar point. 5-3. Michi makes the very important golden point. I think I would have hit on the 3 point, but Michi's move is correct. Makes the 10 point. Or the 3 point on Rolf's heads, but no, I think I would prefer the 10 point, which is of different advice and is right. What a surprise. I don't like this one. I would play yes the safe move. Michi is ahead in the race by 24 pips. I think I would run with the back checker. Not an easy game and not an easy match. Yes, pick and cover. $27 pips ahead in the race. Michi has a very good advantage. 21-20. Three, two, pick and pass. Double four. Two checkers on the 12 point. Rolf makes the Michi's bar point. So I don't think Michi can double here, but he's 48 pips ahead in the race. Five threes, not a good roll. Now Michi is completely stripped. 4-3. I think I would cover the 5 point. It's a bit risky, but I don't like to make the deuce point. Michi needs a double here, but after making the 5 point, Rolf has um, 18 hits, but he misses. Now it is a clear double, and I think it is a drop. So 5-1 for Michi. For 3 golden point, he has the choice between golden point and 5 point. I would prefer the golden point for at least 2 reasons. One is that Rolf attacking position is good. He has already the 4 point. The other is that Mitch is ahead in the score. Five 3 hits and make the 5 point. Double 3 is a wonderful roll. Now it is, I think it is too good. I think it is a clear, very clear drop. But Mitch is thinking, so I don't think my too good idea was correct, because inner board strength is equal for the 2 players, but I think it is too risky to take this cube. And Mitch is ahead in the score by 5-1, so I would not hesitate on dropping this cube, but Mitch takes. Yes, I would switch and make the 8 point, and it is a take. Is the difference between a weak player like me and a champion like Michi. make the 3-point. I think he has to clear the 11-point. Five one, I would slot the Mitch is behind in the race by 19 pips after the roll. I make the deuce point. Mitch is evaluating if putting pressure on Rolf's midpoint, but it's too risky. Now Mitch needs a 9. No, double 1. Closes his board. 4-1. Rolf closes his board. And now, yes, something like, let's say, 12% gammon chances. Off. But Mitch re-enters, so gammons are nearly to 0. No gammons, but Mitch has 0 chances to win the game. So 5-3. I don't like the tempo hit by Rolf. Mitch was not threatening to make points, so I would make the 10-point. 21-point. No, it was better to make the 9-point. Now Mitch is clearly ahead in the race. 5-point for Michi. For sure. He leaves a blot, but no, it is correct to run. double one, I would make the 5 point. I would have doubled, but probably it was too early. Double 4 is not a good roll for Rolf because it destroys his timing. I think I would double here, and Mitch doubles. And it is a drop. 6-3 for Michi. I4 runs. And Rolf misses. The race is even. It is a holding game, but Rolf is ahead in the race. But no, not ahead in the race. The race is even. Double one is a very bad roll for Michi. Not good for the race, and it worsen his structure. Rolf is ahead in the race by 4 pips. Double 6, wonderful roll, and now Rolf can cash. 22 pips ahead in the race. It's a clear drop. So 6-4 for Michi. I would go to the 15. Five run. I think that I would have run with the back checker to the mid, and 2 blunders. Rolf had to make the 3 point on Michi's head. I would run from the butterfly anchor. Very interesting. The butterfly anchor is one of the chapters of Michi's book, Michi's wonderful book about backgame checkers. and he correctly choose to run. I would make the 4 point. No, I don't like this one, but it is correct. I4 is not a good roll. Makes the 4 point. Very good double one. Double 6, but Michi can't run. Now Michi is ahead by 10 pips. Roll structure is not ideal because he has 4 checkers on the deuce point. Michi is thinking about doubling. He has 4 checkers that hit. I don't think he can double. Rolf has used less than 1 minute. Michi doesn't double, but he rolled the wonderful 6-1. And now it is a clear to good. Five, 4, can't close his board. If Michi closes his board, yes, something like, let's say 40% gammon chances. Now, of course, it is too good for Michi because it is very difficult that he stay get trapped. Double 6, I would close the board. But now Michi's gammon chances are, let's say, less than 10%. But of course he has to play on. Double 5 leaves a shot. I don't see many gammons. double 6. Now there are some gammons, not a lot, which needs a double. It's strange that Rolf takes a long time before rolling. He says it is preparing food. Bit slow, sorry. Wonderful double 1 for Michi. I would have slotted the 7 point. Now 7-4, 4 away for Michi. Is thinking about doubling. Makes the advanced anchor. And now I think he has a double. I would not have played this one. It is too risky. I think it is a clear double for Michi. And he drops. So very strange the last decision by Rolf. He played a risky move and then dropped the cube. Make the 7 point. 8-4 for Michi. I would play 21-17 and 9-8. I don't like the tempo hit. Hit and play 23-18 or 13-8. Golden point for Rolf. Michi hits another checker. Yes, no, I don't like this one. I would make the bar point for sure. Yes, I like this one. I don't like this one, and it is a blunder. Some strange decision by Rolf. for 1 hits and makes the bar point. Makes the 4 point. Then 8 and or this one and 10 9. Now 5 prime for Rolf, but Michi runs, Rolf hits, and now I think he has a double. Four three is a very good roll, is the age of the prime, but a lot of rolls that make the point on his head, so I agree with Rolf cube, but I think Michi has to take this cube. He's ahead in the race by 21 pips, and Rolf has 3 checkers back, one of which the 23-point checker doesn't see daylight. So I think I would take this cube. It's a bit scary, but I think he has to take. Not an easy decision for Michi. Especially because he has a big score advantage. And Michi takes, and it is correct. 10 point. Double 5, he can't run. Ah, 4-2 is a wonderful roll for Rolf. 3-2, another very good roll, but Michi re-enters. Double 5. And now, if Michi roll a 6, he has a good position. No, double 3. And double 6, wonderful for Rolf. I think he has to play 13-7. A lot of gammons. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 crossovers for Michi. And 10 for Rolf. Double 4 saves the gammon. Yes, I think I would prefer this one. No gammons, but no chance to win. Eight, 6 for Michi. 3 away, 5 away. 4-1 cover and hits, I think. Yes, he has to cover for sure, and I think I would hit. But Rolf hits back. Very good double 4 for Michi. But double 5 is a good roll. And yes, go to the mid. I would have played 24-22. Three checkers back for Michi and 2 checkers back for Rolf, but I think that now Michi's structure is much better, but I liked his structure even before this roll. 24-21. Or he can play 13-10 to try to make the 5 prime. Now very good advantage for Michi. The score is a bit dangerous to double, but I think he has a very clear advantage, so I think I would double. And Michi doubles. I would have taken this cube because of the score. Rolf dropped, but it is a blunder. Now 2 away, 5 away. I think I would hit and make the 10 point. And 7-5. Hits and make the 22 point. Makes the 5 point, very good roll. Butterfly anchor for Michi. F3 I would run. Or 2. No, I don't like this one. I would go to the 10 point, but it is correct. Very good decision by Michi. 13-10. No, it's not correct. Another double 3. Now I think that Rolf has a clear double, and I think it is a drop. Too many rolls that make the 3 point on Michi's head. And too many gammons, so correct drop by Michi. Now 2 away, 4 away. Michi hits, and Rolf fans. Double 1, very good. I would make the 5 point. Fancy move by Rolf. Now Rolf has a ace deuce back game, but he doesn't have the timing. So he upgraded to the 3-2 back game. Now the timing is better. Rolf is thinking about doubling, but he has plenty of time to double. Probably is thinking that he risks a lot of gammons, so it is better to cube, but I don't think he can lose his market. Not an easy game, at least for me. For Michi is much easier. His understanding of the game is much better than mine, of course. For one, I think yes, no, I would hit on the 3, 11, 7, and 4, 3. Or this one. This is my choice. Blunder by Michi. Three two, not a wonderful roll. No, I would play yes, this one. And now I think I would double. Mitch is thinking about doubling. But I don't think he has to double. I think he has to play for an undoubled gammon. One off. Or 5-3. I think I would play 11-5 and 6-1. Don't like this one. It's just playing for losing a single game. Very few gammons. But double 6. Rolf saves the gammon. Michi cubes, of course it is a drop. So Crawford 1 away, 4 away. (18.5% winning chances for Rolf. (6-4) hits. I was thinking about slotting, but it was too risky for me. But Michi has been rewarded. Now he made the advanced anchor and the rack. Bit risky. (6-3) hits on the outfield, but Michi hits back. I think he has to hit. Rolf has not to be worried about gammons. (4 and 6). I would, I don't know, maybe can hit on the deuce point. (1 and 6) make the bar point. Now Michi has some problems, he needs some 5s. 2-6, wonderful roll. He can escape with the back checker, with the straggler. (30 pips ahead in the race by Rolf, and he has some gammon chances. Double 5 saves a lot of gammons, and Michi has some tiny winning chances. (6) to clear the bar point. no gammons, and some winning chances for Michi. I would make pick and pass. Six three, no gammons, but single point for Rolf. Michi's winning chances are 0. One away, 3 away. Post Crawford. No tricky play by Rolf. Of course, it is a take at the score. It's not a free drop. Very good roll by Michi. Of course, if Rolf wins gammon, he wins the match. Double 6, wonderful roll. Mitch is risking a lot. Six two, wonderful roll. Now Rolf has a lot of gammons, so he has huge chances to win the match. But Mitch re-enters. He goes for the gammon, but Michi hits back. He has to hit. 1-6. Wonderful roll for Michi. Now golden point for Rolf. I duplicate the ace. 6-2. You can run with the straggler or make the 8 point. So now it is not easy for Rolf to bring at home his back checkers, and Michi's inner board is strong. Double 6. Now Michi is ahead in the race. Not sure, I think I would play this one. Yes. Double 1 is not a good roll. Now Rolf is ahead in the race. But double 4 is wonderful for Michi. And now Michi is the favorite. But double 3. 3 checkers off. Another double 3. And double 5. 3 doubles in a row, and Rolf wins the game. So double match point. Double 4. I would play 24-20. Six three. I would run 20-11, duplicating the 4. Mitch is ahead in the race by 7 pips. I think I would have played 11-5 and go to the 16. Now Mitch is 8 pips ahead in the race. Very good advantage. 5-4 is wonderful roll. Clears the mid. Now yes, 11 is ahead in the race by 11 pips. Double ace is not a good roll. Double 5. Now tiny advantage for Michi, but double 4 for Rolf. And now Rolf is clearly favorite to win the game and the match. But double 5 for Michi too. So now it is Michi who is the favorite. But double 4 for Rolf. I would play 6-4. Double 1 is not a good roll. 6-5 is a wonderful roll. And now Rolf is a huge favorite. Very, very tiny chances for Michi. Michi placed the under 3 after a not very good start. He played really, really well, and but Rolf won the match. playing under 5, so not bad. So thanks for watching and see you next.